Talk to my friends. Yeah, talk to me, baby. It was very well done, though. And I have to talk to you about your music. You know, you're really open about the fact that your songs are your diaries. How do you have the guts to continue to share what's happening in your personal life and share it with all of us to enjoy?
Well, the stakes are higher for sure, because as your career goes like this, the magnifying glass goes like that. Mm-hmm. And everybody's like, oh, what are you doing today? Let's dissect it and talk about it and like come up with different ways that it could be awful, what you're doing right now. Sometimes, like, I try not to think about that part of my life, and especially when I'm writing, because if I sit there and think about, oh, well, if I write about this, you know, part of my life, then, you know, that's a negative emotion, and what if people delve into that, and what will they think? And you gotta close yourself off to everything around you when you're writing songs if you want to write from a truly personal space.
Truly, yeah. If you're too self-conscious, obviously none of that will come out. You would stunt yourself. We all want to tell that guy or girl, no, I'm done. We're never getting back together. And that's how this actually started, was the catalyst from a conversation.
This song came about from a studio conversation. We were in the studio. I was in the studio with Max Martin and Shellback, who are this amazing production team. And we were writing a different song, and this guy walks in. And he was a guy who I knew was friends with my ex. And he comes in and he introduces himself, and he's super nice, and he innocently says, I heard you guys are getting back together. And I was just like, great to see you. You have a good day. After he left, Max is like, what was that about? And I'm like, been in this ridiculous relationship, broken up so many times, and we are not getting back together ever, ever, ever. And I just kind of apparently angrily ranted about it for a while.
And apparently, you know, revenge is best served on the top 100 list when you're Taylor Swift. That's what happens. It is truly unbelievable. Also, I know that you have a lot of BFFs in your life, which is hard because you're always on the road. And, you know, do you have time to have a girls' night? Do they come with you on tour? How do you make time for that to balance out?
My friends and I see each other whenever we can, but mostly we're on the phone all the time. I'm on the phone all the time with my friends. I'm one of those people that needs to run everything by my friends constantly. Like, it's like an oversharing personality where I love my girlfriends. I need their opinion on everything all the time. And so we spend a lot of time on the phone even when we can't see each other. There we are, dressed up for Halloween. Or not Halloween, that was just Diana's birthday party.
It was just
like a Tuesday
she's
night.
Like, that was a regular Tuesday, you know. And it's so cool that you actually share it with us and with the Swifties. You Instagram, you take us along, you know, on the journey with you. And you have a really, really close BFF who we all know and love, Selena Gomez. Well, we have a little surprise for you. We recently caught up with her on a red carpet. She had a little message for you. Take a look.
Tay, it's Selena. I love you so freaking much. Congratulations on your album. Everybody's going to love it, and I love you. You are awesome.
Aww. She loves you so freaking much.
I love her.
What do you guys do? What? Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift on a night out, megastars. I mean, you can't just go to the mall and the movies.
Yeah, we can.
Do you?
We do. Like, there's nothing that we don't do because, you know, it might be a social situation. Like, we love food.
Me too.
Mostly, like, me and Selena, we just are constantly thinking of what to eat next. And
like bad food or healthy food?
Like everything. Just like everything. We just love food.
Like Nacho Supreme?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, one of our early on friendship bonding moments was like a couple years ago when both of us were going through really like heartbreak situations, and I just called her and I was like, I'll be over there in 10 minutes with a bunch of junk food. And like ever since then, we've just been kind of like sisters. It's kind of more of like a sister bond, just because we've known each other from the time that both of us were like kind of here, and like then, you know, things kind of sped up with our careers and like went like this at the same time, and our friendship stayed intact. And so it's cool when someone like knows everything about you.
We're laughing at the pictures.
Yeah, that picture's awesome.
Instead of being, again, another regular Tuesday night, they dressed up and they wore 3D glasses. No, but that's the thing, is most girls you think would be more competitive with one another. And I love that there's the solidarity and you really do mentor one another. And I have to ask, you mentioned about, you know, asking each other's advice. And what do you think of her boyfriend? I think he's kind of cute. I think they're a cute couple.
Well, here's the thing. I love Justin. I've always